Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and I woke up sick as a dog this morning. So this is a how-to video. Now yesterday, the weather kept changing. It was like skipping around. It was like 1 minute it was 63, then it'd be 52. It was doing some strange stuff. So I felt a little weird last night when I went to sleep, but I went to sleep anyways. I didn't think anything of it, but I woke up in the middle of the night so sick, and I've been struggling with a fever of 101 all day. Now, you can buy store-bought medicine, because I did take some ibuprofen to bring down my fever. And of course, I have all the typical medicines to handle this sort of thing, because who knows? Is it COVID? Is it a flu? Is it a simple cold? We don't know. But as you know, I like making things. So before we give the store-bought medicine a try, I'm gonna make a hot toddy. All right, and I have my the coffee pot here that I use for my different projects, because you can't make a hot toddy unless it's hot. All right, so let's begin. You know what? Let me get a little bit of water. Be right back. Alright, and the purpose of this is you're going to drink it like cough medicine, but it's hot and it has liquor in it, so you kind of sip it. The general rule is once you drink it, you cannot go back outside because all of your pores will be open. So let's begin, alright? So first thing we're going to do is we have a lemon. Cut this open. We're going to squeeze some lemon juice in here. And I'm going to fish the seeds out. Alright. Get as much of it in there as we can. Oh, that's a good bit. This is a big lemon. I got these lemons from the public market. Alright. That did pretty good. I may use the rest of that lemon to make some lemonade. Oh, with no seeds. Alright, you see that? Okay. So our next ingredient is going to be some raw honey that I also got from the public market. I'm so glad I have these ingredients already because I didn't anticipate making this just yet, because I'm one of those people, I don't like when people use their preps just to make videos. I don't like to make stuff unless I'm actually going to use it. Alright, so in here we're going to get like 3 teaspoons of honey. Alright, 2, 3. Alright, it's going to be sticky. I have to wipe that when I take it back over to the sink. Alright, okay, so we're going to stir that up a little. Okay, our next ingredient. And in fact, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it over the heat now. The coffee pot get hot. The people underestimate just how hot the coffee pot burner gets. Alright. So, we're going to add a peppermint. And this is the puffed kind. But you can use a regular kind. It doesn't matter. And this is going to dissolve all the way down. I tossed and turned all night, and then I didn't get up to take my temperature until about 6 o'clock. So today has been a trying day, but I wanted to make this up so I can drink it tonight after I get out the shower, so I can just drink it and go straight to bed and don't have to worry about being outside. Alright, so we're going to let that be melting around. Our next ingredient is whiskey. Yes, because as you know, whiskey is practically medicine in my book. So this is Jim Beam Devil's Cut. Now this is a lot of whiskey for a cough syrup. So it's not as much as you think we're about to put in there. Alright. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons and a half. See, we didn't use that much. Now, depending on where your tolerance is at, you might actually feel that little sip. Because also, if you have a bit of a cold, like a chest cold, and you take this, it will work as an expectorant, to where it makes you cough it up. I think that's what they call it. They call that an expectorant when it makes you cough up the syrup. Alright, so lastly but not least, we're going to switch gears here, and we're going to stop stirring with the spoon. And I usually like to wait till it's melting down. Good. This is a piece of raw ginger. Alright, so I'm going to cut just a little piece of this off. I'm going to use this, look at there, it's so fresh. And I brought this from Wegmans. It's really fresh. You can't see it too good, but it's nice and moist. Alright, so we're going to use a potato peeler to peel it down. Okay, to where it's exposed. Oh, it smells amazing. To where it's exposed on all, if I can keep it in my hand, to where it's exposed on all sides. It smells so good. And then we're going to start stirring. Let me cut this again because I want to make sure it's a lot in there. Alright, yeah, we're going to start stirring with the piece of ginger. Okay. And this is not going to be done until this whole peppermint melts. Now, granted, if you were doing this over a stove, the peppermint would melt a lot quicker. But it is getting warm. It's going to take it quite a while to get. Sometimes what I do too is I use the double boiling method, where you boil a pot of water and then you sit the cup in the middle. But the ginger is breaking up in there good. I'm starting to see little pieces of it, so it's working. It's working. It smells real medicine-y, I'll tell you that. And also, the thing to remember about this is you have to try to drink the whole thing while it's still warm. So don't let it cool off at all. After it gets hot enough to melt the peppermint down, and you're stirring and you're stirring and you're stirring. But I probably am going to transfer this over to the stove because I don't want to mess it up, because I actually need to take it this time. But overall, it'll be after the peppermint melts down, it'll be even more. It'll be about the consistency of NyQuil. Cause see, now it is kind of still a little watery. I'm going to transfer this over. Well, it's getting pretty warm because I'm going to leave it on here. I'm just going to keep stirring it. I'm so impatient. It's only been stirring for what, 4 minutes? But it is getting warm. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to put this stuff away. And then I'll come back because I haven't added a teaspoon of water to it. Be right back. Alright. Oh, it's starting to get a little different texture on the top of it. Oh, that's the ginger. Alright. It's really warm now. The peppermint is starting to break apart and melt. You just have to wait a little while. So it's at about 6 minutes over the heat. Now, like I said, you have to try to drink this whole thing. Don't drink it like a shot, like you're in a bar or nothing. Sip on it like it's a tea or a sake. Do not go back outside after you drink this, because every single one of your pores will be open and you just might catch pneumonia. So after you drink this concoction, you are directed to stay inside, preferably with a blanket around you, because you are going to begin to sweat. And if things go as planned, when you wake up in the morning, you should be feeling a whole lot better. Or if nothing else, you'll be able to breathe at least 40% more than you did the night before. So I'm going to drink my concoction now. Let's have a taste of it and see. I must say, it smells very whiskey, like whiskey and honey. I guess as it should. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely has a taste to it, medicine-y taste. And you can taste the honey real good. But it's not quite warm enough to where I want it. It's warm enough to break the peppermint up, but it's not warm enough to where, you know, you drink it, you feel it going down warm. It's not warm like that yet. And that's what you need it to be, warm, to where you feel it when you drink it. Yep, so that's about it. I'm going to keep stirring it with my piece of ginger until all the pieces of peppermint are broken up and it's warmed up like tea. Like I said, you could use the double boiler method, to where you boil a pot of water and you put it in the middle of the pot and stir it that way. And that's the way I usually do it when, you know, I'm not filming it, when I'm just doing it for myself in the kitchen. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys know how it goes. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.